Okay, this is my latest addition to my Macintosh collection. iMac G5. I have no idea about specifications. According to the previous owner, it should power on, but it's not detecting any hard disks, so I think the hard disk has gone bad in this. Apart from that, it should work. But yeah, iMac G5s are not known for their reliability. They have got known problems with capacitors and failing screens and maybe power supplies also, I don't know. But yeah, it should work otherwise. I paid 20 euros for it, which is a pretty good deal, I think. Pretty okay. They even got me the original power cord, which is very, very nice. It's not detecting any startup disks. But we'll boot it up anyway into an operating system. So here is my testing setup. I've got here a PowerBook G4 in target disk mode. It has a copy of Leopard on it, and we will try to boot this iMac G5 with the Leopard installation. First, of course, I need to connect it, and I also have here a keyboard and mouse. Also, is it just me, or is this guy a little thicker than the later Intel Macs? Because, again, I used to own a 2006 Core 2 Duo iMac, which is not a lot older than this, but I just, from the feeling, I think it's a little thinner than this. Not that this is thick at all, but just from, a thought. So yeah, let's see if they lied to me or not. It's powered on. Hold down the Option key, or for normal people, Alt. Made a bong at least. Right, we do have a screen. And wow, these fans are going crazy. Why that? Okay, so at least we got a screen without any pixel problems, and just no, this screen is really in good condition. There are no lines on it, there are no dead pixels, nothing. Ooh, wow. Let's try to boot from the SSD from the PowerBook. Maybe it also quiets down the fans. And also, this is my first G5. Yes, I've never owned a PowerPC G5 product. This is the first one. I have no idea about specifications. I know that there's a 1.8, maybe a 2 gigahertz one. Whoa, what was that? It shut off. Oh, that's not so great. It shut off. Okay. Let's try again. Maybe it doesn't like the Leopard install. Maybe it doesn't like the SSD. I don't know, guys. I don't know why it should work this time, but I've got two PowerBook G4s with a Tiger install. So if this doesn't boot, then they're up next. I'm really starting to think that maybe it gets confused by its Linux partition because as you can see, there's tux. So maybe this Linux bootloader screws with its, I don't know, reading from the disk or so, trying to boot from it. I don't know. So maybe it's that, but also could be a different issue. What the hell? Oh well, this time we got something different here. Oh, the iMac G5 strikes. That is, yeah, that's not so good what I'm seeing right here. Well, but it doesn't load the dock or anything. And the first time it shut off completely. Oh, this is a weird machine. Alright, I'll give it some couple of minutes, and if it's not doing anything, I'll try again with this that has a Tiger install on it without a Linux partition. Okay, a couple of minutes later, and nothing has changed, just the flickering has kind of gone a little less. Looks like a spaceship, like, you know what I mean? Like one of one of these old computer games. But it's actually disappearing. What? Right now it disappeared completely. Look at that! What? What in the world was that? I don't know. But I know for sure that it doesn't like the Leopard, so we will try with this one. This has Tiger. Come on, shut down. But yeah, this time, Tiger. Let's see if we have more luck without our space game, like from 80s style error here. This time, no weird artifacts and nothing jumping around. That's very good to see. Come on, load macOS 10 Tiger. You can do it. Alright, we're here. Damn, guys. This monitor is still looking awesome. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I remember that the monitor in the Core 2 Duo iMac had also such a nice, beautiful screen. And this is just the same. It look, after all these years, it's looking good. Let's log in here. I am very happy that we don't have any glitches or any lines on the screen. That is just very, very good. So I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit so we can check out the specs, the specifications of the machine. Okay. Let's, what is that? Mac 1, that is the hard drive. So maybe the hard drive isn't dead after all, it just has a corrupted OS, who knows? Oh, that would be even better. Alright, let's check it out. We have a 1.82 gigabytes of RAM. How freaking, like, I am such a lucky bastard, you don't believe that. We got 2 gigabytes of RAM. Why is that so amazing? Well, because it's the maximum this Mac can take, and it's pretty darn good for a PowerPC machine. 1.8 gigahertz G5, just like I guessed it. Let's see what further informations we can have here. There is our serial ATA drive. So yeah, these PowerPCs already had serial ATA. The G4s all had IDE, but this one has SATA. Awesome. 150 gigabyte hard drive. From the looks of it, it's getting recognized. It just has a corrupted OS on it. And I mean, the hard disk might have problems. It might have like bad sectors or so, but it's getting recognized. So I might call up these guys and let them know that maybe they want to have some data or something, and just let them know that that I still can access their stuff, because I had it happen many times that people have given me computers and I just boot stuff up and I could access data, and I'm like, hey, want to have your data? Yeah, sure. Alright, graphics cards. We got a GeForce FX 5200, 64 megabytes of RAM. Oh, it's just as crap as the PowerBook graphics card. Well, what can I do about that? It's an old machine. But a nice 1680 by 1050 display. Like, seriously, I gotta say, this display is what they used. Awesome. Really awesome. Thankfully, this doesn't have an issue, like a problem. Well, guys, I now know why the hard drive doesn't boot. Because it doesn't have a single file on it. It's got 0 objects on it. So, 0, completely erased. What did they do? Huh. Now I will push my luck right now and say I just reinstall Leopard and everything's fine. But when we already have conveniently an OS booted up, I will at least go in disk utility and see if it detects any errors or so. Let's check it out. Alright, that was quick. The volume was successfully checked, so nothing extraordinary wrong with the drive. If there was something critically wrong, disk utility would have thrown an error by now. So no, maybe we've got a perfectly healthy drive in here. We're about to find out if this clapped out optical drive still works, or if it rejects its duty, which would be understandable given how old it is. It sounds pretty awful, to be honest. It sounds like, "Stop! What are you doing? Just let me die!" Yeah, this drive is not doing anything. Well, maybe that's why they threw it out, because they thought that letting it replacing the optical drive is such a big deal and so expensive. At least that's what they told me when I picked it up. They said, "Oh, it would just not be worth it to repair it, and so that's why we sell it." And yeah, maybe maybe it was really because of this optical drive. It's ejected. Come on, give it back. Leave it. Just die in peace. Let's see if we can use this as our optical drive and just install Leopard. Yeah. And if this doesn't work, I've got plenty of others, so nothing's stopping us here, guys. Nothing is stopping us. Yeah, really doesn't look like I'm too lucky with optical drives today. This one also doesn't seem to want to read this. And no, don't worry, the CD is fine. But it's just that sometimes these old-ass optical drives don't like modern DVDs, and these special, like, dual-layer DVDs, which are required to run Leopard, to burn Leopard on, these are just kind of so special, they just can't handle its specialness. Is that the 20-inch model? I'm pretty sure it's looking pretty huge to me. Surely it's bigger than 17 inches for sure. Apart from like a little scuff here, it is actually in pristine condition. Oh no, there's another one here. But yeah, apart from that, there's not a single scratch on it. Not bad at all. Okay, this time it works. That's good. Let's install Leopard, and when it's done, we'll be back. Aw, damn it! Look at that, install failed. And I first thought, oh, the hard drive might not be good, but actually, no. It is something with the installation medium that went wrong. It couldn't unzip or validate something, which it couldn't tell me like not 30 minutes into the installation, so yeah, thanks for that. Well, it really looks like that the Leopard disk has a real problem. That sucks actually. But not a problem for me because I got another one. There, this one. Totally legitimate one. Let's see if maybe this time the iMac wants it. This optical drive really doesn't sound good. So I don't think we're gonna see any action from this. So yeah, nah, doesn't look like it. Just a note, in this utility, the hard drive formatted perfectly. There was nothing wrong with it from the formatting perspective. So I don't think the hard drive has any problems. It was just an installation fail. Okay, attempt number 2. By the way, I didn't record it, but I formatted again the hard drive and no errors whatsoever. So I think this was purely just a software barf from the disk, a problem. So yeah, let's see if this time it works. And of course, installation medium mate, because that's great, mate. What? Alright, this is a thing I really don't understand now. Maybe there is something wrong with the hard drive, or it is not the hard drive at all. I don't fucking know, but what I know is that I now spent a freaking hour and nothing really useful happened, so well, F you, I guess. What can I do? Looks to me that there might be really something wrong with this hard drive. It just wants you to think that it formats fine, and it does, but in real it's actually a fake bitch that doesn't really work. I've got one last idea, and that is I will attempt to clone an operating system on this thing. I will try to clone my PowerBook's Tiger install on this system and see if it does it, if it boots it, or even if it even copies it. Well, awesome! It spins the fans super loud in target disk mode, so I have to listen to this now for probably quite some time. If it works, I don't mind it. But if it doesn't, then I'm double pissed off. Yeah, sorry that it sounds like an airplane is about to take off next to us here, but yeah, not a lot I can do about that. I will show you now that this thing formats just fine. Here is the hard drive. Let's call it not so great mate. And let's just delete it. It's formatted into partition map anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Ah yeah, there we go. So, formatted, no problems whatsoever. Alright, now let's go in here, super duper, I'll relaunch it. Copy Macintosh hard drive to not so great mate, and not so great Mac, well that's also true. And we'll just do backup all files, so the whole thing just gets cloned, I don't care. And copy now. You're about to erase. Yes, please. And now we wait once again, but this time I hope that it's going to be worth it. So, well, let's see. And if not, then I'll just have to swap the hard drive. Then there's no way around that. So, yeah, let's see. Maybe I'm lucky. So, no errors on copying the operating system, as you see there. So, successful copy. That is very good. All checked. Let's see. Let's see if it boots it. Let's see if it boots. Looking good so far. What's even better is I don't even have to deal with running updates or installing software because I've got a full operating system with Microsoft Office and all that on here, so that would be convenient. The only thing that needs to be done is change the computer name from PowerBook G4 to iMac G5. That's all I have to do. If it boots. Yeah, but it's looking pretty promising. Yes, there we go, guys. It booted up. Very, very good. Awesome. All right. Okay. Yeah, and there we are. So it didn't like having Leopard, which it will get one day. That's my mission, to get Leopard on this. But for now I have Tiger. That's also cool. Now let's change it to iMac G5 because we can't have this named PowerBook G4. That's just wrong. So let's rename that to iMac G5. And so now it's correct. Now all is fine. About the Mac. 2 gigs of RAM still there. Nobody stole them, that's good. It doesn't look to me that this hard drive has issues. Let's just check it again. Now I know disk utility doesn't replace like a proper thorough hard drive checking program, but it should warn you when there's something very wrong with the drive. Like if it has bad sectors, it's gonna say please make a backup and your hard drive is about to die or something. But yeah, it says everything's fine, no problems. So I will say that our 150 gigabyte or 160 gigabyte drive is healthy and happy to live on. So the guys probably were just limited by the optical drive, which is dead. And so they thought, yep, needs a new optical drive. There's no other way to get an OS on here, so let's throw it out. Well, that's good for me. Got a pretty darn good deal on this fully working iMac G5. And I don't want to use it because a working iMac G5 is like, yeah, something awesome to have, because it will eventually start to have problems because it's an iMac G5. But right now it works. Now, because so many people are so convinced that a PowerPC is totally usable on YouTube, let's see if they're right. I mean, I strongly disagree, but yeah, let's see what we can do. This is a G5 processor, so quite a bit faster than my G4 PowerBook, 1.5 gigahertz. We will, of course, measure the exact speed with my Cinebench 03. Once we're done here, and as you can see, yeah, I mean, yeah, guys, I mean, I can't even blame it on RAM this time. We've got 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is the maximum of it. Alright, loaded YouTube. I've got 10.4 Fox with a pretty recent version, which is great. Now, why don't we take a look at Samsung latest phone, Samsung Galaxy S20. Alright, that wasn't so bad right now. Let's go to the merged video here. Your browser does not... Okay, it says, please just don't try, you're gonna be disappointed, but we are gonna do it anyway. I've got Safari also. I know there's like a plugin where you can then make it run. Yeah, this doesn't work in 10.4 Fox. That's a shame. Alright, let's go into this very old, outdated Safari. Maybe that works. I mean, first of all, these loading times are just unacceptable, you know, in today's age, in my opinion, in my humble, honest opinion. But yeah, doesn't look like it's gonna do it. Come on, we gotta try out some plugins. Maybe I'll make a dedicated video about using this G5 on the internet in 2020 to finally actually get this out of the way, because I strongly believe that these aren't usable anymore on the internet. But yeah, there you go. I mean, I would say, what did you expect? But just that you saw it yourself, it's not gonna do it. Now, this video is not about that strictly, so yes, I know I could do this, I could do that, so don't just please leave me alone. I know. But yeah, what I'm very interested in though is to run the Cinebench 03. I have a very big list of a lot of computers, may it be Macs and PCs, and I ran the Cinebench 2003, and I will see if this like outperforms all the other PowerPCs I have. It should be the fastest I have, and we will just see how much faster it is. So that is something I am looking very forward to. In the meantime, I'll make a cut here, and yeah, it's rendering it. That's good. And yeah, we'll see us when I'm back with the results. So here you see a little bit the NVIDIA power. Yeah, it's choppy, but I gotta say it's actually not that bad. And I think this will definitely beat the PowerBook. So yeah, this is actually not too bad. I'm really curious on the GPU result. I've already got the CPU result, and I will show you that momentarily. And here we are. We have got definitely a new leader on my spreadsheet. The iMac G5 is on top here, and it scored a CPU score of 190 and a GPU score of 226, which is definitely quite a lot better than the PowerBook G4 15-inch I have, a 1.5 gigahertz G4 processor. And the G5 is around 90 points more powerful, so almost double the power. which is very, very good. So as you can see there, that is my iMac G5, whole working again. And yes, I said I have also PC data, and I have, however, I have it in a separate spreadsheet. And I will need to merge one of these one day. But I think I didn't do it because I've got here like all of this data, which I didn't do on the Power PCs. And I think I'll just take this and copy paste it into this document right here. So I just have the CPU and GPU score. But whatever, why am I telling you this? The slowest iMac here is actually, from the clock speed, quite a bit faster than the Lime here. So I don't know how that came about. It probably has something to do with the operating system. But as you see, it only scored 27 and the Lime scored 29, even though it's only a 333 megahertz. But yeah, it's running 10 zeros. As you can see, the operating system also makes an impact. But yeah, the G5 obliterates all of them, which yeah, shows that the G5 is definitely more powerful than the ones I have here. So yeah, now I have finally a G5 Power PC Mac. I really want to get like a G5 Tower to finish off the collection, but yeah, if there is one for a good deal, I'll of course buy it. For now, I'm happy that I was able to fix it for $0. So this is my 20 euro iMac G5 ready to go. It resisted having Leopard, but again, that will change one day. This is the perfect Leopard machine. And yeah, for now, I will say thanks for watching and see you later.